Today's episode of the vlog is brought to you by the letter M and the number 25. Oh my gosh, look at this plane. Whoa! That is a monster. So, if you've been here to visit, you'll know this information just because I think it's interesting and I have probably talked about it. But if you haven't, this is the M25. This is the highway that I'm driving on. So, the M25 is a motorway. That's what the M stands for. And it's sort of like in the U.S. It's sort of like the interstate system. But the M25 makes a ring around London. So, if you look at it on a map, you can see this highway is continuous all the way around the city. Heathrow Airport, so if you think of the ring road as like a clock, Heathrow Airport is at like 9 o'clock. So I just dropped somebody off at Heathrow, and I'm on my way back south on the clock, and I'm going what's referred to as anti-clockwise, not counterclockwise. You can see these signs like that, that are the camera symbol. These highways are monitored by traffic cameras. So the speed limit on the M25 is 70 miles an hour. The British are weird in that they do their measurements in metric. So like your ruler has centimeters on it and millimeters, but in their driving distances, it's miles. And so it's kind of a weird system. But the speed limit on the highway is 70 miles an hour, and you will never see a police car pulling someone over for speeding. You just won't see it. It won't happen. All of the speed is handled by traffic cameras, and so if you are driving on the highway and you are speeding, the traffic cameras will take a picture of your license plate and they will mail you a ticket. And that's how it works here. So in the US, if there was like a police car on the side of the road and he pulls out to pull somebody over, everybody else kind of gets a pass because there's only one police car there. And so he's preoccupied pulling somebody else over, so everybody else can just kind of keep driving. Well, here, if you're speeding and the car next to you is speeding, you're both going to get a ticket. So that's no fun. Another thing about the M25, this is what they refer to as a variable speed limit highway. So you'll see these bridges here that have these LED screens on them. And when traffic is bad, or when there's congestion, or when there's an accident on the highway or something, they will start to lower the speed limit on the highway further back than the incident is happening. The speed limit will drop to 60, and then it'll drop to 50, and then it'll drop to 40. The advantage of them varying the speed limits and dropping the speed limit as further and further back from the incident is that a lot of times we don't sit still on the highway. We may not be going very fast, but very rarely are we just full on sitting still. Another great thing about it is, like, if there's an accident, they can close a lane of traffic long before you actually get there. And so they'll put, instead of a speed limit, they'll put an X over the lane that's closed, and everybody has to get out of that lane. And because of the traffic cameras, if you don't get out of the lane, you're going to get a ticket. So everyone moves over, and that lane gets emptied, and traffic can continue to move along. Okay, here comes, so they're varying the speed limit here. So up here just in front of us, they've dropped the speed limit on this to 60. And so if I'm going more than 60, there's a chance I'm going to get a ticket. So it's really important that I slow down and follow the rules. Also, in the UK, you're not supposed to be in physical contact with your phone while you are driving. So I have a phone mount that my phone sits on here, and that's why, I'm not really paying that close of attention to my phone itself, because that's a really big deal here.